Once your account is up and running, the next step is to list your first item manually. And when I say manually, I simply mean on clicking on the sell link on eBay, which looks like this. Right up here, you'll have the button to sell. So I'm going to click on that. Then we're clicking on list an item. And here eBay is asking us, tell us what you're selling. So my first tip for you guys, the first items that you list should be real items that you have laying around the house. Now, why do you ask? That's because the first products that you guys import to your store, eBay is going to look at it with a magnifying glass and see exactly what type of seller you are. And if they see right from the start that you are selling products, real products, not products that you have laying around the house, but let's say retail products or products from wholesale suppliers or anything like that, they'll see that you are some type of business and they will shut down your account only temporarily to get you on the phone or on eBay chat and try to get more information from your business. And it could also happen when you're uploading products from home. So if you do get a temporary suspension, it'll be much easier to waive that suspension and even get more eBay selling limits if they see that you're trying to sell all kinds of products that you have laying around the house and they have no problem with that. You don't have to have so much experience in order to do that. But if they do see that you are some kind of small business and you already have products that are selling and you also want to make it on their platform, they're going to want to get some more information like who your suppliers are. So in this case, you can give them wholesale suppliers like CJ Dropshipping, China Brands, and so forth, and tell them that you are dropshipping with wholesale suppliers and with private suppliers and that you have contracts and everything. So either way, my suggestion first is to upload products that you have laying around the house. It'll make your start so much easier. So here, for example, let's say I have a dog collar around my house. So I'm going to tell eBay that I want to sell a dog collar. Then here they're asking me if I can be more specific. So what kind of a dog collar is it? What material is it made of? Or what type of dog is it for? So I'm going to go with dog collar leather, for example. So let's say once again that I have this product laying around my house. So I went with dog collar leather. Then I'm going to click on the search icon. And here eBay is asking me for more item specifications like the dog breed, the dog size, features that it has, and so forth. What eBay is trying to do here is see if this product is already listed on their marketplace. And if it is, then they'll add it to their own type of buy box. But if it isn't, then they're going to create a new listing for you. So here, let's just say that I filled in everything and I clicked on view possible matches. Now it's asking me if the condition is new or used. So of course, we're only selling new products. Even if you have it laying around the house, it'll be much easier this way. Now I need to sign in to continue filling this in. All right, and now that I'm signed in, I can continue. Here are the most important parts to remember when listing your first item. So first, you've got the item's title, and this is one of the most important things to get down correctly. Use as much information as you have from the product that you are selling and add it to your title. Use as much characters as you can from the limit that eBay gives you. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, it's 80 character limit. Use as much of them as possible because the closer you are to writing what the buyer is writing, the higher the chances that he will see your listing and not your competitors. The next thing that you want to do, skip the subtitle. You don't want to pay money for that. You don't have to have a custom label SKU. Choose the proper category for this product. So eBay already knows to put it inside dog supplies and collars. Then you have store categories, but it's a new store, so you don't have any categories yet. You are testing out a whole bunch of products on eBay, and I definitely recommend to always start with a general store, especially on eBay. Test out a whole bunch of products and see what starts to sell, and then scale your success by adding more products that are similar to those that are selling for you while always testing out new products. Don't go for a one product store on eBay, and don't go for a certain specific niche right from the start because you don't know what you're missing out in other categories. And on eBay, most of your buyers are not going to go to your store and see what other products you are selling. It's more one-time buys. So they search for something, they see that you're selling it, they go inside the listing, add it to their cart, and they buy it without thinking too much from there. So moving on, UPC, add that if you have it from your supplier's information. If you're using product importing, which we'll talk about soon, you don't need to worry about the UPC, it's being filled in for you. The condition once again is new. Here you're going to add photos from your product. So it's a real product from home. Take some pictures, and add it right here. Next, you got your item specific. So if there is a certain brand, write the brand's name. If it's unbranded, simply use unbranded. Then you have the item specifications. So fill in as much as you can, and eBay is giving you a hint here how many people are searching for this item specification, and that way you'll understand that it'll help you rank better and get more traffic to your product if you fill in these item specifications. Now, if there's an item spec where you don't have the answer to, then do not guess. You don't want to be wrong on the item specifications, because then buyers can open item is not as described cases, and you will probably end up losing those if the information you're providing is not correct. So make sure that everything here is specific and exact, and you can always add more specifics if you have them. Next, you have the product's description. So here you want to fill in all of the product's description, like specialized dog collar, brown, material, leather, for happy dogs, etc., etc. So write down your product's description. Then in the format, you want to choose fixed price. We don't want to go for auction style listings. It costs money just to list them. And soon we're going to also talk about eBay selling limits and costs, subscriptions, fees that we're paying, and more. Then you've got your buy it now price. By the way, we're going to leave this on start my listings when I submit them. So once I submit my listing, I want it to go live. I don't want to schedule it for a later date. You can also schedule it for a later date if you want. And what you do want to do if you are scheduling is make sure that you're scheduling it at a certain time when your target audience usually wake up in the morning. If, let's say, I'm an international seller and I'm selling to the US audience, and I want to make it so that my listings will be in front of my audiences as soon as they wake up, remember that eBay will give you much higher visibility in the first few hours when your listing is up and active as soon as you list it. So as soon as you list it, there's a window of a few hours that eBay is giving you much better visibility. So you want to take advantage of that time, you want to take advantage of that visibility, and make sure that your target audience sees it as soon as they wake up in the morning. So for example, if I know that I want to list it, I'm selling to eBay US, and I want them to see it at around 9 a.m. in the morning, then I have to time it. Let's say my 8 p.m. is their 9 a.m. So I have to schedule my listings to upload at 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. my time so that they'll see it at 9 or 10 a.m. their time when they wake up. So make sure that you are scheduling your products to upload when your target audience usually wake up in the morning. Then you've got your item quantity, so we'll leave this at 1. Click on private listing, allow buyers to remain anonymous to other eBay users. It'll simply make your competitors' lives a little bit harder in trying to find out the source of where you're getting your products from. Then you want to continue scrolling down. Here we've got the business policies. Now the business policies includes our shipping policy, our payment policy, and our return policies. Our buyers need to know what our policies are when it comes to these three things. And at this point, we are creating our own first policies. So the policies really depends on what your supplier can offer you. If your supplier can ship out your products within 1 to 2 days, then you can choose fast shipping times. And if they ship out slower, then you'll have to use other business policies that take longer to reach the buyer, so that the buyer will always know what to expect when and before buying from your store. Let me show you how to create eBay business policies. Here in the payment policy, I'm going to click on create. Now there are other methods of creating your business policies, but it's always easy to create it when you're listing your first item. Then that policy gets saved and you can use it for other listings when you start to list them. And of course, you'll have a link to your business policies so you can get there easily from your seller dashboard and continue creating or adjusting your policies from there. So here we're going to create a new payment policy. We'll call it payment policy managed. Okay, let's say I want to go with managed payments here. You can leave a description if you want. And here I'm going to check in require immediate payment when your buyer uses buy it now. This means that when a buyer says that he wants to buy an item from your store, he really has to buy it, and he can't just claim to buy it and then you have to wait to get his payment in order to ship it out. It just makes things a little bit harder, more challenging. So we want to require an immediate payment when the buyer uses buy it now. And as you can see here, it says payments managed by eBay. So this means that I'm using eBay's managed payment system, and soon I'll show you all of the fees that you have to pay when you're using the managed payment system, when you're not using the managed payment system. And once again, we're going to talk about all of the fees and subscriptions later on, so don't worry about that. So here, once again, I'm going with the managed payment system. If you have other choices like PayPal and you want to use that, go ahead. Then I'm going to click on Save and Close. And then I'll have a policy, a payment policy that tells the buyer that they can use eBay's managed payment system, which means they can pay with PayPal, credit card, whatever's comfortable for them. And eBay will simply send you your funds using Payoneer or using your bank account, what we talked about earlier, whatever method you went with. So that's the payment policy. Now let's go with the shipping policy. I'm going to click here on Create. And here we're creating a shipping policy for this product. So for example, I'm going to call this USA shipping, and then I'll put all of my products here that are coming from USA suppliers that can offer this shipping policy with these times. So here I'm going with domestic shipping. I created an account on eBay US. So domestic shipping here means shipping to the US. I'm going to leave it on flat, same cost to all buyers. And in services, we're going to choose whatever fits this product that I'm getting from this certain supplier. So right now I'm uploading a product from home. But in other cases, let's say I'm going to already start drop shipping and I want to use whatever options that supplier can offer me. So for example, if I'm using Amazon Prime and I know that the product is going to ship out within a couple of days, then here I can go with expedited services and I can choose expedited shipping 1 to 3 business days. This means that once the product is shipped, it'll take 1 to 3 business days to reach the buyer. But how long does it take to ship? We'll get to that in a second. The cost here will be free, and I'm going to offer free shipping. The reason that I'm doing this, even if my supplier charges me for shipping, I want to include that inside my source price, inside my product price, and always offer free shipping to my buyers. It'll make your listing stand out more than your competitors who are actually taking money for shipping. Then you have your handling time. Your handling time is how long it takes you to provide a tracking number once a buyer purchases from your store. So once again, I'm going to stick with the Amazon Prime example. I know that Amazon is going to ship my product within a couple of days at the most. So at the most, I'll have 2 business days as my handling time. But just to be sure, to stay on the safe side, I see that 3 business days is also good. And as you see here, it says excessive, not typical, for 4 business days and up. So with Amazon Prime, for example, or even other suppliers, but this is the example I'll be using for this video, you know that your products are going to ship out within 3 business days, and that is enough. So handling time is how long it takes me to provide a tracking number, and services is how long it takes to reach my buyer after the tracking has been provided. So here we've got 3 business days plus 3 business days. That is 6 business days, and it's more than enough for most suppliers drop shipping from the US to the US market. Next, you have your shipping rate tables. So we don't have international shipping, so we're not going to use it. And you've got your exclude shipping locations. Here you want to edit the exclusion list and make sure that every country is excluded except of course for the United States, which you are shipping to. So this is just going to make sure that you're not enabling international shipping. And once you have about 400 listings and up, you can definitely do it with services like HipShipper. We have a video on that and a full integration with them, which doesn't cost you any money at all, to synchronize your listings with HipShipper, and they'll enable worldwide shipping for your eBay store using their platform. So for now, we're going without international shipping, and we're going to click on Save and Close. Then we'll have this new policy called USA shipping. Now, if you want to ship from outside the US, for example, if you want to drop ship from China to the USA or China to the UK, or wherever you are selling, then you are simply going to choose the services. So instead of expedited shipping from within the USA, we're going to go with standard services from abroad. And here you want to choose the business days, which reflects how long it takes to actually reach the buyer. So for example, you have standard shipping from outside the US, 5 to 10 business days. But for China, it usually takes longer. Like this one, for example, standard shipping from Greater China to worldwide, 7 to 19 business days, makes a lot more sense. Or you also have economy shipping from Greater China to worldwide, 11 to 35 business days. This is if you really want to stay safe and also make sure that you are shipping from sellers with high ratings so that you won't have a problem with the shipping time. Now remember guys, the policy is really important. You don't want to have late shipping, and you also always want to make sure that you're always answering your customers and taking care of any open cases, because you do not want bad seller metrics on your eBay account. Once your seller metrics start to decrease and go low, you will find yourself outside of the game in no time, but there is no reason for that to happen if you take every step in this video and you really learn the right way how to start your eBay dropshipping business, which is exactly why I'm doing this video for you guys. So take care of your business, take care of your buyers. This is the number one thing apart from product research, which we will get to soon. So that is your shipping policy. Finally, you have the return policy. So here I'm going to create a new return policy. Call it return policy. And here what you want to do is let the buyer know what your return options are. So here we're going to click in domestic returns accepted and make sure you're always offering to the buyer whatever your supplier can offer for you. So I'm going to stick with my example with Amazon Prime here. So I know that Amazon is giving me free domestic returns and they usually give it up to 30 days. So after receiving the item, your buyer should contact you within 30 days. I'm going to leave that there. And return shipping will be paid by the seller, which means you are giving free returns. eBay obviously likes this, and they're going to give you better placement for your listings and also offer a replacement or exchange if available, because your supplier can offer the same if they can offer the same. Next, we're not going to click on international returns accepted at this point, and that's pretty much it. That is your return policy. You're saying that all of the buyers can return their product within 30 days and the return shipping will be paid by the seller. Now, once again, if you're drop shipping from China or from abroad and the seller is not giving you free returns, or even domestically, if you find a supplier that doesn't give you free returns, then you want to change this to return shipping will be paid by the buyer. Just take into consideration that eBay will demote your listing when compared to other sellers who are giving free returns on that same particular product or similar products to the one that you are selling. So that's it regarding eBay's business policies. Make sure that you are giving your buyers whatever your suppliers offer you. Then we've got the package weight and dimensions. So fill in the right dimensions for the product that you are selling from home. Then you've got your custom weight, so how much the product weighs, and the item's location. Make sure that the item location is your actual item location. So if someone actually buys this product and you provide a shipping number, those shipping details should have the same item location that we're seeing here, which is the zip code and the state that the product is being shipped out of. And of course, if someone buys one of your sample products that you uploaded to eBay, you will have to ship it out to them. So make sure that you're setting the correct price so that you won't be losing money on an order if you happen to get it. Next, you can promote your listing using volume pricing, but in this case, since we're only adding the quantity of one, there is no volume pricing here. Then you can preview your product to see how it came out, or click on list item and it will be listed on your eBay store. The manual way, as you can see, takes a lot of time because you have to go through each line one by one, fill it in, and when you start drop shipping, it's going to take you so long to do this and be able to scale. When you're taking all the information and passing it one by one from your supplier's website to your eBay store, you'll simply find yourself spending all day doing this, and we have a perfect solution to that using automation. I will show you that soon. The next step is to list all of the products that you have from home in order to fill up your first starting seller limit. So if, for example, eBay started you off with a limit of 5 products to sell, then you should upload 5 products that you have from home. If they gave you 10 products, do the same, upload 10 products from home. After you upload those products, the following day, simply call eBay or open up a chat window with them and let them know that you've exceeded your selling limits and that you have so many more things to sell around your house. If they could please upgrade your limits so that you can have more products to sell. If they ask you how much, let them know that you want as many as possible. If they can give you 100, if they can give you 1,000, it'll even be better because you simply have so many products that you need to sell, and they shouldn't have any problem doing that. They'll go through your listing, they'll see that you're listing your products from home, and they will upgrade your limits. Once they do that, you can start automating your dropshipping business, start adding products using automation, and this is exactly how we're going to do that.